Hey Gemini's. You guys don't like to call me my Gemini's. We're going to see what's happening here for December 30th through January 5th. I can't believe it. We're going to pick cards for the week ahead with this deck here. I don't know why my camera is not focusing. And then we're going to pick an angel card for you from this deck here. As always, those of you who are really into card decks, as am I will always have the card info listed. But let's see what's going on for our darling Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising darlings for the week ahead coming into the new year. Here's your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Let's get right on in it. Monday, Tuesday for Gemini, you have the Hermit. Okay, so the Hermit is going to be, well, it is a major arcana. And so some of you have heard me talk about major arcanas and how I view them when they come up in readings. Whatever's happening for you in the beginning of the week, it's the beginning of a new stage, new phase, new cycle, okay? When major arcana cards come up, they have to do with a significant crossroads, a significant choice or decision, or something significant that's happening that's directly connected and linked to the things you came here to learn, the things you came here to accomplish, life purpose, all of that wonderful stuff. And Gemini, a lot of your readings coming into towards the end of the year have been about you all having this kind of spiritual awakening and having your eyes opened up. And the Hermit is definitely right on that wavelength, okay? When the Hermit comes up, you're having a spiritual awakening where you're beginning to kind of go more within. So maybe before you were looking outside of yourself for guidance, you know, maybe you were like looking at a lot of tarot videos or stuff like that, and you might still watch those things or looking for like teachers or mentors. But when the Hermit comes up, a lot of the times we kind of go within. It can sometimes signify that you're having someone mentor you through the process. However, the majority of the time I see it come up like it's you're connecting with your own wisdom. You're connecting with your own, like you're finding the truth for yourself. And you might even find that you're just not in the mood to really go out. You just might feel like you want to spend some downtime, and you want to just focus on being by yourself. The Hermit likes to spend a lot of time alone, but the Hermit is not lonely, okay? And I will say this. When you have the Hermit card come up, it does tell us, it does indicate that this is going to be a period, right? It's not something that lasts like 1 or 2 days. Usually when we're in Hermit mode, it may go for a bit. So you might, as we're preparing to go into this new year, you might kind of start off really reflective, like you're really kind of just in your thoughts, and you may be this way for a couple of weeks. You may be this way for a few months, you know. I've had a Hermit periods that have lasted me a year. and I've loved it. I've loved every moment of it. So a lot of awakening, a lot of coming into your wisdom, a lot of enjoying some alone time. It can indicate for some of you there may be a Virgo. There could be something at play here with a Virgo. If there's like a significant Virgo in your life, then you may be hearing from them, or you may be spending more time with them. The Hermit can also indicate a Virgo person as well. Okay, so we're going to go into your next card here. And you have, for your Wednesday, Thursday, 2 of Pentacles. So this would definitely explain for us why you may be wanting to go into Hermit mode, or why you may be approaching a Hermit mode cycle. 2 of Pentacles indicates busy. A lot going on. A heck of a lot going on. And so 2 of Pentacles also coming into the new year, right? You may be invited to a lot of different things, or you may have a lot of things that you're trying to get done, in a little short period of time. Maybe you feel like the work hours are cut short. It may be feeling almost impossible for you to get to everything. When 2 of Coins comes up, it's telling you don't get too stressed out. Try to find a way to approach the situation with some playfulness, you know. Try to find some way to focus on what you can do, and maybe just pay attention to your mental approach of the situation. Sometimes, and for some of you, I don't know why I'm feeling this way, but I'm feeling like some of you might be feeling a little bit torn, where you're feeling like pulled in different directions, and maybe even pressured. So maybe you have a couple of different people that are wanting you to spend the New Year holiday with them, and it's putting pressure on you, or you're feeling stressed out about it. But there could be a lot going on. Midweek might be a very, very busy time for you, and you might be having some stress and thinking of all the things you need to get done. I feel for some of you with this Two of Coins is, this is the part where I said I'm not sure why I'm feeling this way. I feel like you're feeling like you have to sit somebody down and have a talk with them, okay? Or like you're having to clarify something with someone. So maybe you feel like someone sees a relationship moving way faster than you do, or maybe you feel like someone has some certain like way of seeing you and how you kind of play into their life, and you might be feeling like I need to clarify this. And a lot of this can be because you're coming into that hermit energy, right? You're becoming more confident, you're becoming more clear about who you are and what you want and what you're looking for. So for some reason with this Two of Pentacles, I feel like just something is becoming too stressful for you, or something is making you feel like you're out of your element, and you're wanting to address it, and you're wanting to kind of set something straight. It doesn't feel like a disagreement to me. It doesn't feel like an argument to me. It just feels more like you need to understand me. Like, I'm not sure that you're quite getting me, but you need to understand me. I feel like you're approaching somebody. And maybe, maybe that's like kind of a part of your whole thing. As we come into the new year, people have a lot of times, well, I want to do things this way, or here's a fresh start. A lot of people look at it as a fresh start. So I feel like it's like you're wanting to set the record straight about something. Like, I don't want to go a whole year with this, So there might be, and again, not necessarily like a breakup or quitting or anything like that, but just more like I need to clarify a few things. Some of you might be getting ready to speak with an employer, about, hey, you've been putting all of this on my shoulders. You've been putting all of this on my back. And maybe you won't say it in that way, and I like working here, but like there's a lot going on, and maybe you don't feel fairly compensated for it, or maybe you're just wanting a little bit more clarity on your role or what it is that they're expecting for you to do. Maybe you're like negotiating your job title. Maybe you're negotiating your pay scale. But there just seems to be like a sitting down and having to talk something out. Let's go ahead and check out your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, ooh, you have Page of Cups, Gemini. So this could be some fun experience. Maybe you've had a lot to think about, and maybe as you're coming into the end of the week, you're ready to have a good time. There could be playfulness. Sometimes Page of Cups can indicate like a crush, a new crush, or something new catching your eye. Or maybe you have somebody who's just kind of starting to chase after you a little bit. Page of Cups can also sometimes indicate, children. So there could be something happening where you're wanting to focus more on children or spending time with children. Or if you're a parent, your children might be kind of at the forefront towards the end of the week. Or you're just thinking about them and what you're wanting to do for them. But overall, guys, the majority of the time, you who watch my channel have heard me say this. Page of Cups in my readings over the years seems to come up a lot when somebody is going through their heart chakra opening up. Okay, so those of you where you are on this spiritual path and you are connecting to a bigger and deeper meaning, and that whole hermit thing really resonated with you, if that spiritual aspect of the reading really kind of jumped out at you and you were like, yeah, I totally feel that, then I feel that for the majority of you, Page of Cups is going to come in with this energy at the end of the week where you're beginning to be more heart-centered, right? Because Gemini, you guys are an air sign. So you're just all up in that element of air. And you're very clever, and you can be very witty, and you can be very, conversational, like to talk about things and things that like mentally stimulate you. But Page of Cups tells me you're coming more into the heart chakra space, more into the emotions, more into the feelings. And I feel for a lot of you, it's going to be more around like your feelings, like about what you want. Because remember with the Hermit, I said you're no longer looking outside of yourself, you're looking inward. And maybe before you would get distracted with other people or other situations, or how you felt about this person or how you felt about that person. But this time around with the Page of Cups, I feel it's more just like, what do you want, right? Like what is this doing for you? Like what do you want? What are you looking for? What do you need to feel fulfilled, cared about, satisfied? And I just feel there's like there's this confidence that's coming in with it. Like, yeah, I deserve this. I deserve this. And I always say this with Page of Cups, guys, don't freak out if you find yourself feeling emotional, or if you find yourself like kind of crying very easily. Like you hear a song and tears start coming down your eye, or you see a commercial and it makes you cry. It's just the beginning stages of that heart chakra opening up. You won't stay that sensitive forever. So don't let it freak you out. Okay. Don't let it bother you. It's just as your heart chakra is opening, you're going to feel that sensitivity, and you want to go with it. You want to allow it, because once your heart chakra is open, that's when you're going to really start manifesting very fast. That's when you're going to really start having abundance coming in, love, abundance, all kinds of things. Because when the heart chakra is open, we can receive. If the heart chakra is not open, we can't receive. So I feel, Gemini, you guys are really gearing up for a very abundant cycle. Okay, we're going to go ahead and check out your angel message. And guys, don't forget to watch your moon and rising sign video as well. I would encourage you to watch your 2020 forecast. I did a 12-month, guys, month by month for 2020 forecast for all the signs. So if you want to check that out, that's going to be in the description of the video. And let's see here, my darlings, you have, ooh, Angel of Pleasure. Nice. So Angel of Pleasure says, take pleasure in the things you do. That kind of goes with that message that you had with the Two of Pentacles. A lot going on, being very, very busy. Try to find and focus on the pleasure in what you can find in the moment. And that's going to magnify and draw and call more pleasure in for you. Now, there's a lot of orange in this card. And I've seen this card before, but the orange hasn't really jumped out at me. So the fact that it's jumping out in this way at this time makes me feel, Gemini, like it might be a good idea for you, in the yellow also kind of, it might be a good idea for you guys to do like sacral chakra work and solar plexus work as well. Sacral chakra is going to be a lot about like your confidence, your relation with like the physical realm, and the solar plexus is going to be a lot having to do with like who you are, your identity. You know, and like feeling confident in that. So again, I feel like you're really discovering yourself. And so I think along with the heart chakra opening up, this could be a good time for you to also focus on the sacral and the solar plexus. Okay. There's all kinds of free meditations and things that you can find online. There's all kinds of meditations on YouTube that you can follow along. There's all kinds of meditation outlines and things that you can find through Google search, but anything that resonates with you can be very, very helpful. I'd also encourage some of you to kind of try to, maybe if there's something in your area coming up this week, like a sound bath where they do like the singing bowls, those little singing bowls and bells and things. If you can get to one of those, I think that might be a good idea for you to get to, Gemini. If there's nothing like that in your area, there's tons of things that you can find on YouTube that if you just want to play and lay down and just kind of let yourself relax and listen to it, I think some sound bath therapy would be helpful for a lot of you guys. Like just kind of tuning the system, tuning the chakras, because you're about to gear up for a lot of busyness. I just feel that. I feel that in my gut for you, Gemini. It's going to get busy in 2020, right? But it's going to get busy because you're opening up to receive. And so I think that if you can give yourself that little tune-up, that little chakra tune-up this week, I think it'll set you up for like the more higher positive aspect of the experience, energy coming in for 2020. So again, my darlings, watch your forecasts. Thank you so very much for liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing. I appreciate it more than you know. And I'm wishing you a fabulous week and an amazing new year. Take care, Gemini.